So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down. I got my ring here. Let's put it on this bottle. We have a 22 Casillero de Diablo. If my Spanish does not fail me, that means the devil's locker. And this is a Chilean wine, and again, it's a 2022. This has just got this wonderful bold cassis on the nose and several florals. It's just beautiful on the nose. I mean, absolutely. You can definitely tell we got some New World stuff going on, some New World boldness in this one, right? And then on the palate, it's had time to breathe and relax over the last 20 minutes or so. But it's just got, it's a slightly tannic, very smooth finish, beautiful finish, very bright, very fruity. And this is definitely a white meat wine. So pork, chicken, this kind of thing. But don't shy away from a steak or lamb of any sort by any means. I can definitely see this being a go-to favorite with like charcuterie and cheese boards. I mean, really very good stuff. Yeah, this is a go-getter. About 8 or 9 euros. Not even terribly expensive on the account. Beautiful cork. Comes right out of the bottle with some effort. And I am really fighting the throes of summer right now. Summer is on its way out the door. And with that, all of the little allergens in the air are doing everything they can to get anchored into something before they get killed off with the brutal cold that's on its way. And this time of year just makes me feel like I've got the flu, though I don't get sick. I mean, I don't get the flu or stomach bugs or anything. But allergies, I can't. There's no defense. Maybe local honey, but I don't like sugars. So, I'm just kind of like stuck in the spot where I'm going to get to suffer. But that's cool. I can handle it. I was in the Army. In the Yank Army, too. So, yeah, I can handle it, I think. Let's hop into our grid and see what we got going on for the day. Let me get situated here. My little swivel chair, no armrest, no more bumping into the table. It's kind of nice. It forces me to work on my posture, but I don't. Every time I'm reviewing one of the Guardian solves, I always see myself slumping over and looking and looking and looking and looking. Instead of being all upright and bushy-tailed about what I'm up to, because the Cryptic has that effect on a person. So kind of makes you want to slump over and go, what? And so trying to be cognizant. Maybe my darling Shotzi will tell me to straighten up on occasion or buy me a back brace. But we've got a Cryptic crossword number 29755. And I think this is going to be 1095 solves for us, unless I didn't write down the last number last night, which is altogether possible as well. But that's what's on my notes, so we'll just jump into this thing, see what we got. And we got a Pangakupu grid today, so let's take a look. Urban area, disconcerted with personnel leaving. An urban area, we could be talking about a city or a town, perhaps, but if we're talking about personnel leaving, disconcerted, it could be like a tow, maybe. I could just there. I don't know. I'm gonna go with town. I don't know what word would start with a Y down here. Bouquets I extracted from rose. Or rouse, I guess. Rouse. So bouquets could be noses extracted from rouse, which could be noises. I extracted from rouse. So the I out of noise would be noses. Okay, that's good. Sorry, I'm married to my handkerchief at this point because of these allergies. And it's either do this, be preemptive, or just start sneezing, and that's no fun for anybody, really. So And I know I sound all nasally right now. I got this twang going on. It's just, I don't know what else to do about it. Neat plan. Exporting European metal containing 0 rust. Oh, 9 letters. When I just see the word rust, I'm thinking oxidation. And I never trust it when it says things like no this or 0 that. That means it's there. You know, it's kind of like when people say, look, I'm not going to lie to you. Guess what they're about to do? They're going to lie to you. That's just what it is, you know. Look, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. No, they're about to just lie to you, right? You know, it's just what that is. So, you know, like, trust them when they tell you what they're not going to do is what they're going to do. Yeah, that's how I kind of feel about half the time of our cluing here, you know. Oh, yeah, that's great, you know. Yeah, we'll see. Motor racing and horse racing venue combined. Not wholly a failure. Okay. Cartel is in time taking on number of shops. 5 and 5. See this A blank S, right? You know, number of shops taking on a number of shops. I don't know. I think I'm seeing a daisy chain in here. I could be completely wrong, and I'll try to immediately go to checking it, but because we don't have a lot of intersections to work with, there's no way to really know until we get right down to it. But I feel pretty confident with daisy chain. I don't even know why I do. Be off to secure current winter vehicle. Snowcat? So this looks like it could be a fiasco. And also another proof to this, not wholly a failure. Okay, well, fiasco doesn't sound like a victory, right? I mean, yeah, okay, sure, I'm buying it. Girl having bad time accepting love. Oh, I have no idea. One it girl naughtily hanging around. Naughtily. Been a naughty girl. Up to trickery, finally involving the writer. That's inopportune. That's inopportune. Bank of Scotland to stop releasing crone. So stop could be to break, cone, K, out, bray, Bonnie Bray. There was a little grocery store in the neighborhood where I grew up for the better part of my childhood. I say better part. I think we were 3 years everywhere. But anyway, for 3 years of my life between the ages of 9 and 12, I think, we lived in a place called Riverside in Fort Worth, Texas. And we had a Scotsman that owned a little corner store called Bonnie Bray Supermarket. They sold fresh ground meats and cuts, delis, so on and so forth. Like a little mini grocery store. And he was a Scotsman, and he taught me what a tam o' shanter was and all that. He was a really fun guy. And if I'm not mistaken, that a bray is it's like a hill, but maybe in a where there's a creek or something or a river. I don't remember completely. I'll remind myself following this grid to look up a bray. Lecture lacking power and scope. Californian cops apprehending one above a railway. Impressive. Above a railway. Rough haul, including heroin. I'm so sorry you have to sit here and watch me suffer. Okay, rough haul, including heroin. I have no idea. And so, don't know about that. Beckett play, odd piece, hobbling. I'm going through my Beckett plays in my head. Best one ever, Waiting for Godot. Definitely. Then there was Endgame. I don't know of any others off the top of my head that are 7 letters. Story about conservative brought up for big effect. You can't catch allergies through the monitors. You'll be okay, I promise. I don't think you can catch allergies anyway, except from the allergens themselves. Let's see. Maybe you can catch it genetically from your parents. King, say, runs over regarding the people being kept back. Run out, ousting the Parisian from visiting group. That's vilification. I'm going to put royal in for king, because I think that this big effect may be éclat. Long time absorbed in long display. Okay, yeah, wow, all right. Noble prince abandoning European city as well, not entirely. Okay, 33% Tesla employed, losing place ultimately. Okay, party X's good time girl. No fun there. Company investing in exploitation of next or showing a bit of brain. Party Axe's good time girl. Don't know. Pub promoted single disinfectant. Location of suicide. Biblical writer suppressing flowing tears. Huh. Okay, let's go up top here. Let's see. Introduction of wind into fake old wind instrument. Okay, I think this is a sham, and for very good reasons, a sham, but introduction of wind W into a sham. That makes sense. Top star, a record Hollywood attraction at the outset. Top star, I'm going to go with alpha. I'm not quite sure I understand the rest of it, but I'm sure it'll be clear to me in the comments. Example note drawn from Marching Millions. So an example or a note could be a paradigm, but drawn from Marching Millions, like a parade. I'm even seeing March of Dimes in there, so it's maybe kind of works. Paradigm is how I used to pronounce that when I was a freshman in college. I'd never been exposed to the word paradigm verbally. I'd read about it, knew what it was, but to me it was a paradigm. Had no idea. Just like I didn't know who Moliere was, the Moliere or something. It's embarrassing, but I made up for that since then. I speak a ton of languages too, so there. Dr. Benford, making fun of me. Okay. Shakespearean heroine, the subject of a U.S. police case. Okay, yeah, so going back to the Tempest here. Yeah, so Miranda. Miranda, fellow with tirade about student event raising a stink. It's a bit of an inside joke. It would need to be read my rights. When my son was born, I really wanted to call him Thorn. Christopher Thorn with an E. And Shotzi loved it. And I thought, ooh, well, it kind of means thunder and lightning, right? So why don't we go with a tempest for our little girl? She's like, I was all upset about it. Thorn and Tempest with a cute little girl and boy, running around the house, right? But no, it might have been a little bit too foreshadowing, for one. And two, I'm kind of glad we went with Mercedes, so. But yes, we Yanks like to be read our Miranda rights. Or not be read anything at all, just be left alone. We like to get away with stuff, we Yanks. Some of us just don't do anything bad. That's another way to get around it. That's a pretty good technique, actually. Fellow with tirade about student event raising a stink. Stink. I got 8 letters. The third one is A, so I'm going to go with fragrant. Jerry asked me the question, like, well, how do you know which sentence I don't. You just don't. You pick something that looks like it might fit there, and that's what you focus on. When nothing comes to you, then you go with something else. There's no rhyme or reason to these that I've figured out just yet. But I'm far from an expert. Shrewd attitude, honestly dismissed. I don't think I'm thinking as well as I should be today. My mind is a cloud work here. So the location of suicide, biblical writer suppressing flowing tears, tears. I don't know. I'm going to go with the Judas tree. Seems like it might fit there just fine. Certainly lines up with what we have. Malice when barring parking spot. I got 4 letters. I'm going to go with a sight. Black chessman dodging king. So if we're dodging a king, we're dropping the K. Black chessman, I'm assuming a knight, so we're going to go with a regular knight for the black. Psychologist's name used in prison. Well, if we're getting to the gestalt of it all and thinking through a stream of mind array of options here, I'm going to go with Jung. See how I tied all that together? Wasn't that beautiful? Just gorgeous. Okay, up to trickery. One involving the writer. That's inopportune. So inopportune now, I'm thinking untimely. And shrewd attitude, honestly dismissed. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen this word before. F blank Y. Fly? Man, I don't know. Honestly don't know. But I'm not playing for yank slaps or for showering, pyrotechnics or anything. I'm just playing. Just playing at it. I'm not playing anything. I'm solving a grid is what I'm doing. I'm solving a cryptic. That's what I'm doing. Oh, man. Yeah, no, not feeling good. Oh, my poor wife's back there right now. He's going to be whining like a little baby all night long. That's what she's thinking. And she's right. She's absolutely right.
I'm more concerned about you blowing your nose on the camera.
Oh, no, I'm not going to blow my nose on the camera. I have my handkerchief. One it girl naughtily hanging around. So I've got blank, blank, I, blank, E. I'm going to go with loitering. Loitering. Now we have a girl having a bad time accepting love, and I don't know what that bad time, maybe violent. I don't know. I'm going to go with violet. I mean, I saw violet first. I don't really know what I'm looking for otherwise. Lecture, lacking power and scope. I don't know. I think this may be reach for the scope. And a rough haul. Rough could be a thug. Californian cops apprehending one above a railway. Impressive. So maybe LAPD. You got an I for impressive in between LAPD. So lapidary. No, lapidary. What am I doing? Lapidary. Run out, ousting the Parisian from visiting group. That's vilification. So maybe derogatory. Derogatory. Long time absorbed in long display. 33% Tesla employed, losing place ultimately, and 33% is a third. It's a third. So party acts as good time girl. Bit of brain could be a neocortex. No, I think it is neocortex. I gotta figure out what's going on with this. Neocortex. I don't know. What have I got going on here? I don't know what this is. I guess I don't figure this out. I feel pretty good about neocortex. It's the issue. Pub promoted single disinfectant. Long time absorbed in long display. So a long display could be a pageant. Noble prince abandoning European city as well, not entirely. So noble, maybe aristo. We're talking about aristo. Dexy maybe, as in Midnight Runners. So the only disinfectant I can think of is actually, well, it's pretty, it's a harsh burning chemical called phenol. I used to use when I was performing matrixectomies, ingrown, permanent ingrown toenail removals. Would let it sit on a small soaked thing of phenol. Okay, so now I got to figure out what's going on. Did I spell neocortex wrong? I mean, I don't think I did. Derogatory? I don't know what this is. I guess I don't know. I mean, I don't even know where to guess what I've done wrong here. Run out. Derogation. Yeah. Well, it's about time you figured something out there, monkey boy. Okay, I get it. I hear it. I hear the jokes. Okay. To be surprised, I mean, to my surprise, I've even got anything all filled in here. No guarantees on if it's going to be anything right or not, though. So how do we do, Bob? Now, yes, I missed Dexy. Guess we're not talking about Dexy's Midnight Runners after all. But that's all it looks like that I missed, which is interesting. And so let's reveal that, and that's Doxy. Wow. Wow. I have no idea what doxy is. So, okay. I'm going to have to learn doxy, and I'm going to have to make sure that my understanding of a bray is correct. I think everything else I was pretty clear on once I got it. But yeah, I need to figure out what a doxy is. I think it should be just a simple Cambridge Dictionary lookup. Or if you look over my shoulder there, those two big blue books, that's my OED. It's my collection of the Oxford English Dictionary, and I bet I have a doxy in there somewhere. I'm almost certain of it. Beautiful grid today, Pangakupu. We'll bring down our Benny da do. And I'm sorry for not feeling well. I'm sorry that I'm coming across as just kind of a sickly, whiny jerk. I don't mean to. I tried to make things funny, but sometimes it's hard when you're just... But now I'm going to get these uploading, and I hope you enjoy. Until we see you tomorrow, ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Auf Wiedersehen, tschüss, servus, grüß Gott, ciao, Cin-Cin. Be well out there. Be nice to strangers, of course, and anybody with allergies. That would be kind of you. We'll see you on tomorrow. Stay safe until then. Remember, tomorrow's our ultimate day before the weekend off, so I look forward to seeing everybody here. Cheers.